Okay, this video is going along with Chapter 21, Section 3. Frequency distributions. The easiest way to probably go over this is to just use the example in the text. Here it says you're vice president in charge of production. Custom fishing boats. Following figures represent the number of boats manufactured during the past 18 months. So here is the data. So it says A, group the data into 5 classes of equal size, and they give you the classes they want you to use, 5 to 9, 10 to 14, 15 to 19, and so on. So those are here. Then you're going to go through and tally. And tally just simply you count 12, it's right here, mark, 15, on here, mark, 18, right here, mark, and so on, until you get all that information in. And then you just simply count them. Well, I've got 1, I've got 4, I've got 6, 5, and 2. Okay, so then you take that information and they want you to find a frequency. So you've already kind of done that. It's already there. So you do the totals. Okay, so you have 18, which should match because it's 18 months. And they gave you the midpoint to use. You can either figure it by taking the data and averaging it, or you use what they have. So in this particular instance, they gave you the midpoints. So in order to help find the frequency, you take frequency of the item that occurred times the midpoint. So we just multiply straight across. 1 times 7, 4 times 12, and so on. You total those all up. And then you find its average. So you take that total, divide by how many you had, to find the average or the mean of that set of data. Okay, and then the last, they ask you to construct a bar graph. If they gave the correct total, they asked a histogram. And it's a histogram, remember, because it has a range. We talked about in one of the earlier videos in the book. See this range down here, it's not an exact number. So it's not just a bar graph, it is a histogram, because histograms have ranges on the bottom. Okay? So it's just simply marking the data that you had up here in the chart. So using this information and applying it. Pretty straightforward. So another example is they're doing exactly the same thing in 2. And this is the teacher's guide, so the data is here, where they have given you the sizes to use. You don't have to come up with them. So they're giving you the sizes, giving you data, 30 salespeople. So you just would go through and make a tally sheet. All right? And then give yourself a number after you've counted the tallies. Okay. Then once you've done that, they've given you the ranges again. You don't have to find one. Again, they've just simply divided the high from the low, and they've done that for you. They said etc., so you have to find out the rest. You can see the pattern. Okay, and in number 3 that you're asked to do, it's going to be the same process as this. So once you find the frequency, you just times that times the midpoint. Straight across each one. It's just calculator. Get a total. In order to find its average, then take its total, divide by how many you have, as you would find the mean with anything. And then again, we're asking you to construct a histogram. Okay, and again, a histogram has ranges. Okay, so that's what they're going to ask you to do in problem number 3 as for your homework. It's going to take you a few minutes, but it's not bad. It's pretty straightforward, and this is what it should look like. So have fun.